We also have Cynthia Azani in the building. Cynthia, welcome to In the House.
Thank you, Eileen. Good morning.
Good morning.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. You don't look bad yourself, you know, right?
Oh my God, are you sure?
Of course.
I'm very hungry, Eileen. Who is doing cooking today?
It's Money.
Okay. Money, I hope you're cooking something delicious or something real good, because this morning I'm so hungry.
It's the cold, you know, when the climatic condition is cold, you know, the hunger in our belly, in our systems portrays faster because
I can imagine.
Yeah, there's no heat to generate, you know.
Good morning to you all, Kati, our panelists who are still to be disclosed, even though we've called Moni's name already. After Moni is in the building, and the man behind the camera, Romeo, we say good morning to you. Good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen out there watching us. Of course, you're watching In the House. Our topic has already been disclosed on your screens. We just need your comments. Go to our Facebook page. Our handle is My Media Prime TV. Comment, like, and share. What do you think? Do you think you should start engaging into preparation for Rentrée Scolaire? It is very, very important. I believe we all have children.
Sure.
Even if you don't have a child, you have a younger sister, maybe still going to school, our cousins, nephews. When do you think it's important for you to start preparing for them? Some of them have come for holidays in your houses. They will soon be going back. Do you think you can buy them a book, a pencil as they are going back? We need your comments. Thank you as you watch us through this discussion.
Thank you very much. All right. I think we hear from Cynthia. Cynthia, now preparing for back to school, right? Some parents might not even know that there are possibilities of them getting a loan and what have you. So can you tell us how it can work out for parents to assist them get financial help or assistance, support to prepare for back to school? Some of those schemes that do exist.
Yeah, Emanuela Monida spoke about the Njandi aspect. Yeah, it is very important for parents who are planning for Rentrée Scolaire.
Yeah.
Yes, some of them plan to pick in August, some of them in September and all the like. It is very, very important.
Yeah.
It's good to plan before. It's good to prepare before the time comes. It is
Exactly.
better to prepare than that it takes you unaware.
Yeah.
Eileen, you know I love starting with stories.
Yes, I love stories.
You just brought something to my mind.
In the house, it's about stories, you know.
Of course, you brought something to my mouth. Of course, let me start with my story.
Okay.
It was not actually me, but that was my other sister.
All right.
She visited my uncle, my father's elder brother. She visited him in Bafang. So when she went, they spent the holidays together. So when it was time for her to come back, my uncle told her that, I hope my uncle is not watching this now.
He's
watching. What will you do? Spill the beans.
My uncle told her that, as you're going back, my daughter, I'll just give you money for your transport as you're going. But be rest assured, I'm going to send you money for your textbook. Your textbook is going to be taken care of. All your textbooks, I will send money for them. If possible, I'll even send part of your school fees. My dad said, Daddy, thank you very much. My mom came. Because at that time, she was still very small. I think she was in class 3 or class 4.
Okay.
My mom came, took her, and they went back to Dollar. My sister has completed the university, and she's married. She has never seen money for you on textbook.
Your uncle will really kill you if he's watching this program.
And you know, the funniest thing is that children don't forget.
Children never forget. Do not make a promise and think that as a parent or a guardian and uncle they will forget.
Gives you his 50 francs
Like,
every
seriously?
time he comes and remind you, I'm not giving you my 50.
Yes.
Like, seriously,
Don't joke with promises you make to children. Don't.
Children don't forget.
Better stay quiet.
As she goes to class 4, she say, Uncle, you do not give my textbook last year. He say, okay, I forgot. I will send it. As she goes to class 5, you don't give my textbook.
Oh my God.
And she finally completed her BSc in the university, and she's married now.
Uncle has still bought the
I
textbook.
know how that calm down. You give it to your children.
Oh yes.
Give it
Yes.
to your
Let's
children.
believe so.
Eileen, so this is just to say that it is good to prepare before time.
Yeah.
Because it also depends on the number of children you have. Like, seriously, imagine there is someone just like that, my uncle. You have so many children and you want to carry another load upon yourself. Have you finished taking care of the ones you have before you're promising? I mean, So it depends on the number of children you have. It
have
depends on, I would say, family by family, right?
Oh, yes.
There are some people that have just one child, just a child to sponsor in school. There are some with 2 children, there are some with 3 children. Some of them have 11 children to sponsor. We are not talking about your own particular child. We are talking about the children you're sponsoring in school. Yes, it matters a lot. If you know you're having a high responsibility on your shoulders, it's good to start preparing before time. It's good to start preparing now. Don't sit like someone that has just a child to sponsor, and maybe when that time comes, he doesn't stress. He goes to the market, buy 5 shoes, buy this, buy that. You that have so many children to sponsor. Some of us have 15 children that we have to sponsor. Yeah, they may not be your children. They may not be your biological children.
But then,
but you have relatives, you have friends, children that you know that they are down,
especially with the crisis.
Exactly, especially with the crisis. You can start preparing now. It's going to relieve you of your. It's going to relieve that load from your shoulders.
When September pops up.
Exactly, just as Moni said, you can buy shoes today. The next day you buy pens. A packet of pens will do. You make sure you share two. It's very important. Let them keep before that time. It's good to prepare before time, Eileen. I would, especially for those that have many children, many responsibilities. And the poor people as well. You know, at times we'll say this life no balance. Exactly, this life no balance.
Problems pop up from here and there.
Problems pop up from here and there. There are people who already have. They are
more than enough.
They are stable financially. Don't wait to start preparing when they are preparing, because you guys will never be in the same limit, or you will never prepare. If you know you have something little, use it to prepare now. There are times I will say money no dey sleep. There are some people that if they have money now, it gets finished now. Money takes, things, there are problems that take money more than you expect.
Have you even ever tried keeping money?
People tell you that they don't eat sleeping money.
Exactly.
Have you tried keeping money? It's like something is tickling
I
you.
tried keeping money. I realized myself going back to take that money and using.
Thank you. If you don't have a good savings scheme, like she was talking about probably in Jangi, right?
Yes.
If you don't have a scheme that you can save your money somewhere and just forget about the money, I bet you. So long as that money is in your hands or in your pocket, forget about it. You see a shoe passing, you want to buy. You see a nice dress, you want to buy. Probably this problem is coming in. There is a funeral here, a funeral there, contributions, one house, wedding there.
Money takes
the money
things,
just goes.
Things, unforeseen circumstances.
Always pop up.
You sit today, you want to hear, maybe they'll call you, your grandfather in the village, you have to give your own contribution.
Maybe he's sick.
Just like my grandfather, my mom, and my dad went yesterday for his birthday party, and they have contributed a lot of money. Just imagine you use that money to buy something. You will not give that amount that you give.
Of course.
If you were supposed to give maybe, let's say, 50,000 francs, and you had already used maybe part of that money, 35,000, to buy things for school, you'll see that at the end of the day you contribute just 15,000 if you had 50,000. Things, unforeseen circumstances take money so much, and if you continue spending on unforeseen circumstances, know that when the time will come, it will be difficult for you to meet up. And mind you, children are very, very
costly.
That's
it. It's expensive.
Exactly.
To keep a child or raise a child.
And that was not where I was really going to.
Okay.
Children really feel somehow when they don't belong.
That's what I was saying.
They feel left out.
When Money was talking, that's what I was saying. The trauma a child will go through when you're not preparing for Rentrée Scolaire, while your neighbors and every other person is preparing. It traumatizes. It disturbs them
so much. It does so much. Okay, let's take for example, school will be starting in September. Let's just say we are in the around the end of August or 30th of August. Maybe school is starting next week, and your neighbor's child is coming. Oh, Emma, my mommy has bought my new book. My mommy has bought my new pen, and they start showing you these books with
beautiful drawings.
I have my Sagaku. I have this. And just imagine your child is sitting. Your child is sitting. You've not even bought this. These are olden days books that they usually draw African map and this sheep. I don't know if you have seen this book with the sheep. Yes. I don't see those books again.
No longer. For us of the old generation.
Like seriously. and you've not even bought that one for your child. How do you expect the child to feel? I mean, it's really like the child has been left out. Imagine some of us will even send our children to school and even say, go and use your books for the last year. When you use the books for the last year, maybe next week I'm going to struggle to buy some of your books so that you can use to manage. Imagine your child goes to school, everyone has moved a new book, just as Modi was saying, you draw a line to put a date. I mean, with a red pen, blue pen, pencil, eraser, everything.
In the first week, you have your red pen, you have your blue, all those things are still there.
Nothing is missing.
Yes, you know that
is missing.
when they say, okay, this is the topic of the day, you know, you are removing your new red pen.
Exactly.
You are doing this, you are drawing with your pencil. At least the first week, everything is ordered. Everything is. Imagine your own child come and
there are so many disadvantages of sending your child to school without proper preparation.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
First of all, it brings in an emotion of theft. Of theft. All right. You see the reason why people's pens get missing.
Talking about theft, I want to talk about that before you continue. Right. My son takes a pencil every day to school and never comes back with it. Yes, a packet. There's a packet of pencil for him. But every day he takes it to school and never comes back with it. So we are yet to understand the magic that is happening with those pencils that never.
Children are funny as well. Children are very funny. The moment you make a child understand that, okay, I have a packet of pencils for you, forget
some
it.
of them even take
They will take and dash. They just abandon because my mother has a packet. Each time I'll just go, you know.
When we have those that are stealing from the point that she was trying to say, this is real. Pens and pencils. There are classmates who are good at stealing.
I have my
their peer stuff.
I don't really know if actually gets missing or they still her things. I don't know. She's now
comes back home with a bag of pens.
She passed her first school. She'll be going out to Form 1. Right up to, in fact, from nursery school right up to class 6. At times she even goes to school, remove her shoes, leave her shoes in the at school and come back home. I don't understand. Is it that? And she goes back the next day. She comes back and says she has not seen them. So is it stealing, or is it that she actually she does not know where she has kept her shoes? I don't understand. Like seriously,
children are carefree.
So even their pens. At times you see a child will go to school, come back maybe for the first day, and you're not seeing a pen. What should explain that child will go to school for the first day? You have to take it. See, in the first day of school, children are very, very sensitive. They don't keep their things anyhow because they know that this is a new book, this is a new pen. So
they're very careful.
They don't joke with such. But I don't
Except
understand
those kindergartens, class 1, class 2 that are still.
But I don't understand how a child will go for the first day and is coming back without a pen, and maybe your own child went without a pen, is coming back with a new pen. I mean,
you know what we used to do, right? We write our names and we insect it into the pen. Fit it inside. So a parent, and sometimes the pencils we use. My mother used to use a blade. She'll scratch my name on the pencil, so that you will not be able to steal it. So we need those tactics.
You know what my elder sister does? She takes a pen and write the child's name and inserts inside the child's pen and tells the child, if you don't come back with this pen, like your pen must be finished. She needs to see that the pen is finished.
With that name inside.
See, a little child of class 3, but that child can keep his things very, very well. Like he knows how to keep his things because he knows that
the mother will not.
My aunt will always just bring her.
Just as I was saying. At times, some people prepare for school also through holiday classes. Holiday classes, they're also very important, Eileen. Just imagine if you send your if you let your child
educationally,
stay home, I think it has kicked off already.
Yes, for some
schools it has kicked off already. Just imagine you keep your child at home for a period of time. Maybe they are only engaged in playing, engaged in doing this, doing that. They're supposed to be psychologically prepared for the next academic year. You're leaving from Form 3 to Form 4. Or let's say you're leaving from Form 2 to Form 3, right? Form 3, it's already a time to prepare. You're already in an examination class.
You're starting the syllabus.
You're starting. So at times, it's good to prepare that child psychologically before the academic year resumes. It's always good to maybe send this child to a school for holiday classes. At least let them start instilling things into her, like maybe economics, logic, and some certain
knowing
subjects.
what they're going to meet in their next
exactly.
class.
What are you meeting in this class? That is an examination. That is the start of an examination class, and you have to know what it entails. You have to know what to do. Maybe a child has the GCE ordinary level and is going to upsit. You send this child to a holiday classes. Let the child start studying what the child is going to meet in lower seat. Maybe you already have a notion of what you're doing. Maybe A2 or this. Some people don't even know combination. You see a child has an ordinary level and doesn't know a combination. At times it's just good to send them so that they can start understanding what these things are all about. Yes, it's not only about you preparing shoes, financially. Prepare the child psychologically, prepare the child physically, prepare the child morally by sending this child into a holiday classes. Some of us maybe will send them to the village. After the village, send them there for 2 weeks, let them come back, send them there for a month. It's good for a child to know where he or she is coming from. It's very important. Send them there, let them come back, then they enroll into stuffs like this. Some of us, we engage our children into selling. This is something too that is very important, Eileen. You know, I will not just discourage selling, all right? I will not discourage that you should not send your children out maybe to hawk in some city. There are families that are financially down. I mean, financially down. Some of these families, I sold a machine double. I sold for over how many years just to help my mom. It is very important.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It is very, very important. So I don't discourage it. As I'm talking to you now, my junior ones are selling, and it's a way to build them up in the business in the business milieu. It's a way to build them up. If my junior sister, she's a very good businesswoman. If I trust her for that. If I put my junior sister here, and do business for me. The outcome, the outcome, it empowers them, as you said. It brings something out of them. You know, there are some people that will go to school, but they'll end up being businesswomen. They'll end up being businessmen.
Exactly.
Yes, so to prepare for your academic year, some of us send our children to do business. This business will help you to even pay part of their school fees. Some of this business will help you to buy their shoes, to buy textbooks, to buy exercise books, and all of that. It is very important for children, for those that are coming from families which are not yet financially stable.
For sure.
Yeah, we can always send our children out to help us in one way or the other. There are businesses outside. There are many businesses. We cannot say that they are nothing. There's always something to do.
Of course.
There is always something to do.
Of course.
So something has caught me in what Nicole is saying. Roasted maize. That's a very lucrative business. Seriously, I cannot pass on the road. Money, please.
And you see children.
I cannot pass on the road.
Myself, I love maize and plum.
See,
I have to. I make sure I buy. It's obligatory.
Yes,
I make sure I buy, especially when it's cold.
It's like this is the period that a lot of people crave to eat maize.
And you don't need to look for. You don't need to look for a place.
Yes.
Maybe you don't have to rent a container.
Yes,
or
that's
renting
true.
a
You just need to
Yes.
sit at one
sit in front of your door.
Yeah, even
Sit
if
with an umbrella though.
Just make an umbrella, sit in front of your door. People will come there. Give your child to hold an umbrella. If you don't have that money to buy a big umbrella, give your child a small umbrella to hold. That child will hold it, and you roast that maize. People will come and buy. That is something that I myself I cannot pass without buying. Some people will always buy.
Mine is plantain and plum. This season, roasted plantain and plum. I can die for that one.
There is also
fresh groundnuts.
Pancake that just around our Father Day, some children do pancake. Little children, you see them that show me that doing, and people buy. Like you ask the child, how much do you sell for a day? The child will tell you that I sell my 2,000 francs. It's not small.
Anything you hawk that is getting into the stomach. In Cameroon, that is the best business.
Especially during the rainy
season.
When it's cold, we will buy.
Some people don't even like to
always
cook.
wanting to take something during this period.
The economy is this hard that even cooking these days is really tough. So some of these street food, we can call them as such, comes in handy.
Boiled eggs.
Very important. Boiled eggs and bread.
Boiled
I love
eggs,
that too.
chicken. This people that fried chicken and plantain.
Have you forgotten Congo meat?
Congo.
Whenever I see Congo meat, I'm like,
so many things we can engage in.
Yes.
And you know that this rainy season is
and
a
this
very
is the season for it.
lucrative period. It's a very lucrative season that anything
Have you been to my 17?
anything you do, they will buy.
Young
Anything
people
you
there.
do, they buy. These people at Toll Gate, I mean, they sell
Kwakoko Bible. I wish our Douala people can do Kwakoko Bible at home
Seriously.
like it's done in Boya.
I was
With
traveling the
Canada
other day to Cham. Just try bitter cola. They will still buy. What do you want?
What is it?
How much capital
around
do
the toll
you need?
gate.
How much capital do you need? Even bitter cola, they'll buy.
I saw a woman who was selling cola. That I think is bitter cola and maybe the other cola in one of these markets that were recently destroyed.
Is
it Besenge?
Yes.
So she was crying because she was explaining that this is where
that
she gets her bread from.
Yes,
like in a day she can sell 2 buckets and she makes money to take care of her bitter cola.
One bitter cola for 25 francs. One bitter cola
we
for
have
50
people
francs.
who are
And if you can sell a bucket for one day, I mean that's so much.
We have people who are complaining of, I don't have a job, the economy is difficult. These are things that are very.
You don't need so much.
They come out there, they are begging. Meanwhile, they can struggle to do these things.
She was crying because her table was destroyed, so she was like, does not know where she was going to start from. She has not even sold a bucket for the day. What will her children
lost
eat?
her customers.
She has lost her customers. So I really felt bad for her. Like you destroy a market where people are hustling to save, and then you don't provide for them another place. It's really
Ladies
sad.
and gentlemen out there, these are just ideas that we are bringing up to you. That if you don't know what you can do to start in order to prepare your children for school, you can always engage in these things. Maybe the little
with
that
very
you
little
benefit from
capital,
them. Very little capital,
and you can make a lot.
You can prepare your children for the Rentrée.
We are diving straight into lifestyle, which is the final slot for the day, and it will be done for us by Cynthia Azani. So do not go anywhere because you'll learn something during this segment.
Welcome back. Of course, we are doing lifestyle, and on lifestyle today, we are not going far from the topic of discussion. We are going to be discussing on the tips of a less costly preparation for the Rentrée Scolaire. We'll talk on the topic of discussion. The first tip I would like to give is that we don't have to go too far to start buying new textbooks and all the like, especially for those of you that don't have money. That's why we said less costly preparation. You must not buy a new textbook. There are many ways now for you to have a textbook. You can take a textbook, you go to a market where they sell textbooks, you exchange from those that are selling, you exchange old textbooks and you have new ones. You take it from 4 textbook, from 2 textbook. If your child is going to Form 3, that's an examination class, you pay just less, you pay little to collect a new textbook. Especially for those of us that our children will start doing literature and all the like, or especially new subjects. Even in classes like lower seed, we have so many literature textbooks. I mean, you have to buy, our husband has gone mad again, our this has that, our that has that. So you can exchange.
You have Cameroon history, you have
exactly
Africa history, you have war history.
More to that, you can also exchange from senior students. You can exchange for senior students. You meet a senior student, maybe he's leaving this class to another class. You negotiate and get that textbook at a less costly price. You must not pay so much. Next, as we earlier said, engage into petty businesses. That is going to help you in that preparation. Next, we have, please, ladies and gentlemen out there, don't go for what is above you. Cut your coat according to your size. My mom will always say it. I will cut my coat according to my size. Don't go for what is above you. Don't see a very big school and you say your child will go to that school. There are children that have gone to government schools and they come out being the best students in the country. What is in the government school where you cannot send your child to? Do you think they don't teach well? All depends on your child, if your child is ready to learn. Are you ready to also help your child or assist your child in the house? Are you ready to follow up your child in the house? It is very, very important. Cut your coat according to your size. Send that child to a government school. That child will study well. You at home, help that child to study. When your child brings an assignment, help that child to be able to know what they have given as an assignment. Children today, there are some children who come out to be the best in the region, be the best in the country from a government school. Why that difference? Why the difference? So you can help your child, but send your child to something that is more cheaper or where what you can afford. It is very, very important.
Junior seats are everywhere. It's not limited
like,
to rich schools or expensive schools.
Next, take care of carryovers, especially school carryovers. Like this one goes to especially children. Take care of your carryovers. It's not your mother that has to take your uniform and keep for the next academic year.
Yeah.
It's not your mother that has to take your school socks and keep for your next academic year.
Yeah.
Neither is it your mother that has to take your school bag and keep for your next academic year. You take care of your school carryovers. Keep, when you come back, you know school is over. You wash your school uniform, iron them, and preserve them for the next academic year. Don't wait for mama. You know mama is busy in the market. She's doing this. You're waiting for her to buy you a new school bag. You're waiting for her to buy you a new school uniform, or you're waiting for her to buy a new pair of shoes.
You know,
it's not done.
let me just chip in there. Since growing up, I used to see some people in the neighborhoods where we were. They will keep dirty uniforms and only wash them the week of school. I was like, seriously, how possible do you do this?
Yes, on the eve, like for the whole holiday, you wash
dirty, not even that you're just washing for it to be fresh. You've kept uniforms for 3 months. Like, how possible?
You know that some torn uniforms that you even take just to give it to the teller in preparation for the next academic year. It's a problem.
You see a child wearing
when
a
school
torn
is about to start, you say,
everything
hey,
for you.
this is my uniform. And at times, some children even check it on the night before the next day of
It's
school.
shocking.
Yeah,
That's what mommy was saying. It's
Are you
shocking.
serious?
You
Are
wash your
really
uniform and
prepared
you're
for
hanging
school?
it behind the
You see a child going to
Exactly.
school on the first day
With
and
a
the
cool
child with a
uniform.
cold uniform. Like
Are you really
after
prepared
3
for school?
months.
So you know, it's not only parents. The responsibility does not lie only on
Yeah, the
parents.
parents.
You, the
Children,
child,
yeah.
you're supposed to prepare yourself for the academic year. Even these
You must get
exercise books.
involved.
Exercise books, especially for children who pre-examination classes children. Maybe you're living from 3 to form 4, from form 4 to form 5. That book has to carry you along until you write the ordinary level.
Yeah.
You living from lower seat to upper seat, that book has to carry you from along until you write the advanced level. So you as a child, you also have to prepare yourself for the next academic year. Yeah, so it's very important. Those are the tips that I had for lifestyle today.
Wow.
Well, thank you very much, Cynthia Azani.
So educating.
You have taken us to primary school, secondary school, university, and back to my media prime television. So these tips will really go a long way, okay? Children, help your parents, okay, to help you get back to school. Don't abandon everything for them. Be responsible as well. You have torn uniforms. Now is the time you take them to the tailors. You have shoes that are bad. If your parents cannot afford, like she said, cut your coat according. Some of us, we wore old shoes. It didn't mean that we were not living or our parents didn't love us. Yes, if your shoes are still in good shape, manage the ones you can manage. If your school bag is still in good shape, mama will save money for other things. You know, handling the entire house is not always easy, and you are not the only one. So even if you don't have a new school bag, a new school uniform, and you have those that you can see patch and manage, you can see them.
Let me tell you, Eileen, when school begins, my mom will buy my junior sisters all the textbook they need. I mean, these children will take this textbook and sit, then sleep. Then the people that don't have textbooks, you'll see them coming to our house. Now we are coming to do our assignment. I'll be like, have you done yours? I've never done it. Why have you not done your assignment? I will do it, Sister C. So why is this person leaving the house to come and do the text, to come and do the assignment? And you see them performing more than you.
Some of us have the privileges and we don't make use of them. Yeah. So children, pupils and students,
you have to put yourself to work.
Sit up and put yourself. Don't stress your parents a lot. Why we call on the irresponsible parents as well, especially the fathers, to be supportive during Rentrée Scolaire. I want to thank all my ladies. Moni, Manuela, thank you. Catherine Ekongwe, thanks. And Cynthia Zani, thank you. Nicole Tako, thank you. And the crew behind, in front, and around the camera, we had Romeo, we had Desmond Akeba as well.